Hello beautiful people out there, you all are welcome back to the channel again. First off, I want to congratulate all Chelsea fans out there. Congrats on winning the match. Like, you guys just proved that action speaks louder than words. Seriously. like Chelsea was really underestimated, and PSG was like filled up with the hype and everything. Like, bro, I'm honestly happy for Chelsea. Congrats, guys. So, guys, back to business. Now that the NBA Summer League is on, I want to share some profitable options that you guys can use on your own. You guys can research, you guys can work on, and so forth and so on. So let's get right into it. So, to all my subscribers and to the new ones that are watching my videos, I want to thank you all, and please consider subscribing so that you won't miss out on videos like this. So now we go to the NBA Summer League, and I'm going to be sharing some profitable options. So the first one, we have how many quarters in a row we either team win. So this one, how many quarters in a row we either team win, always go for three. No, always go for this option. No. Just let me go to live score. Now, if you go to live score, now let me check. Now, I'm going to use this match as an example. I'm going to use this match as an example. Now, let's check, because guys, don't be confused. Don't be confused, because this option is like for the overall match and is for the two teams. There is nothing like individual here. I think they have like the individual option. I think they have the individual option. Yes, they have it. Like, yes. Now, if you are going for the individual option, it's specifically for the home team and the away team. But no, we are focusing on the overall option. So it applies to both teams. So now, okay, how many quarters in a row will either team win? I'm going for three. No. So we check here. Now, in the first quarter, the away team won. And in the second quarter, the home team won. And in the third quarter, the away team won. And in the fourth quarter, the away team still won. Now, the favourite thing I love about this option is, as long as there is an interruption in the second quarter or in the third quarter, you win this option. Yes, you win this option for three. No. Why? Because in the second quarter, the home team interrupted. Yes, it interrupted the away team from winning three quarters in a row. Like, this option is so good, guys. Please bank on it. Please research on it. Now, see the odd they are giving, 1.3. If you are someone that loves more odd, you just go for 1.31 times 1.31. You're having 1.7. If you still want to add, you're already having two odds. Just three games, and it's giving you two odds. Good. You can even use it as a rollover. So now, we'll go back to this place. Yes, because now, if that the home team did not interrupt in the second quarter and they left the away team to like score throughout the three quarters, it will like, we lose this bet for the three. No. So the three no is like the safest. Is the safest. No matter what, the three no is the safest. So guys, this option is good for two teams that that they won't just allow one team to keep scoring in all the quarters, or they will keep winning in all the quarters. So that's what this option is all about. Now, let's still check one more. Let me still check one more. Example. So now we go here. So now let's check it. The away team won the first quarter. In the second quarter, the home team won. You see, there is already an interruption. Now, in now, this is another problem, guys. This is another problem. Yes. So you see, now let me start again. In the first quarter, the away team won, right? Yes, they won. Now, in the second quarter, the home team won. And in the third quarter, the home team won. That's Washington. And in the fourth quarter, the home team still won. Like, this is now, I now, guys, if that we went for, now if you go for three no, with what happened there, you will lose the bet. You will lose the bet because the home team, that is Washington, they won 3 times. They won 3 quarters in a row. Yes, they won 3 quarters in a row. If that the away team interrupted in the second quarter, they wouldn't have. So now they won 3 quarters in a row because they won the second quarter, they won the third quarter, and they won the fourth quarter. Actually, the away team, which is Brooklyn, would have interrupted them in the fourth quarter, but they just lost by 1 point. So that's just the problem with this option, but it's a very good option. Now let me check one more time. Let's check this one. Now, in the first quarter, away team won. In the second quarter, the home team won. And in the third quarter, the away team won. In the fourth quarter, the home, like, this is just perfect. You see, interruptions here and there, interruptions here and there. So this is just perfect for the three. No. So guys, this is a very, very good option. I hope you bank on it. I hope you enjoy it. So now to the second one, we have total quotas with the same number of points. A lot of people get so confused when it comes to this option, but there is actually nothing there to be confused about. So now total quotas with the same number of points. Now we have two types. The total quota with the same number of points, this quota is for the general match, like the overall match, and it applies to both teams. Now we have the option for the individual teams, which is this team one, which is team two. Now if you are going for the team one, it's for the home team, which is Rockets. If you are going for the team two, it's for yes. So don't be confused, guy, but I will still explain. So now for the total quotas with the same number of points, over 1.5 means 2 quarters. Under 1.5 means that it will not be up to 2 quarters. So now I always go for under 1.5. So now, how will you know when to win this option, and how will you know when you lose this option? Now guys, if you are going for the over 1.5, let me use this. If you are going for the over 1.5, it simply means that 2 quarters will have the same number of points. So now how will you know? Now if you calculate any of the quarters, and let me say in the first quarter the total point is given like 60 points, and in any other quarter again it's still giving 60 points, you will win the over 1.5 because it's total quarters with the same number of points. Yes. But now for the under 1.5, it means that 2 quarters will not have the same points. 2 quarters will not have the same points. So now, if at the end of the match, none of the quarters have 60 points, now if at the end of the match 2 quarters does not have 60 points, you will win. You will win, guys. So now that's how the under 1.5 is. Let's use this live score here. Now if you check the first quarter, we have 53. The second quarter have 45. The third quarter have 49, and the fourth quarter have 50. You see that none of the quarters ended with the same points. Yes. So now let's check another game. Now these games that have been played already. So let's check this one. The first quarter had 37. The second quarter had 53. The third quarter had 45. The last quarter had 61. So guys, you see that none of the quarters ended with the same points. So that's what this option is all about. So now if you are choosing under 1.5, you see that as we checked 2 matches here, none of them ended with the same points. You will win for the under 1.5. So that's what I love about this option, because basketball is a sport that, points will always overflow, like points are always overflowing. So the probability of 2 quarters to have the same points is very, very low. Even if it will happen, guys, even if it will happen, like, let me say for instance, we have like how many matches here? We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. In these 7 matches, I can tell you that in all of these 7 matches, even if it will happen, it will be only one match that we end with the same number of points, or highest two, like this option is a very very good one to bank on if you are a fan of small odds from 1.5 to 2 odds. Is a very very good odd, guys. So now let's calculate. They are giving 1.2 times 1.2, 1.2. You see, just three games will be giving 1.7, which is a very good one, especially if you're a high staker that love safe options. This option is a very good one, guys. So now we come to the individual ones. The individual, I actually love the individual ones because of the odds. Because of the odds, guys, like I love it. Now the individual ones, the difference between this total quarter with same points, that's the overall, the one for the overall match, and the individual one is, now guys, let me use team one. Now team one means that they will not have the same number of points they will not have the same number of points in two quarters. Yes, they will not have the same number of points in two quarters. An example, guys. Now for the team one, I always go for under 1.5. Yes. So now let me use a game here. Now guys, let me use okay, now let me just use for an example. We have already played this option that team one will not have the same number of points in two quarters. That's for the under 1.5. Now let's use this game for instance that okay, it has been played, but let's just use it for instance. Now let me check. Okay, now let's check. Did team one have the same number of points in two quarters? Yes, they did. They did. Why? Because they had 28 in the second quarter and they had 28 in the fourth quarter. So guys, if you are going for the under 1.5, as I said, we are using it for an example, you will lose. You will lose the bet because they had the same number of points in two quarters. So guys, can you see the difference? Now second quarter had 28, fourth quarter had 28. That's what spoilt the under 1.5. Now let's check another game. Okay, sorry. Now if you see, in the away team did not have the same number of points because 29, 21, 19, 27 are all different points. So now let's check another one. You see, in the home team, they did not have the same number of points, but the away team had the same number of points, which is 27, 27. Now let's check another one. Now we check, you see that the home team did not have the same number of points and the away team did not have the same number of points. So that is it, and that's the difference between this total quarter with same number of points and the team one and team two total quarter with same number of points. I hope that all I'm explaining, like you guys are really understanding, seriously. We have another one which is total drawn quarters. So now total drawn quarters, like bro, all these options are like really really profitable if you are really understanding what I'm explaining. So total drawn quarters simply means that there might either be a total drawn quarters or not, depending if you choose over 0.5 or under 0.5. So over 0.5 means that at least one quarter will be drawn. Yes. While under 0.5 means that none of the quarters will be drawn. There won't be a draw in any of the quarters. While over 0.5 means that there will be a draw in any of the quarters. You know, if there was a draw in a quarter. Now guys, let's use this one. If you check in these four quarters, none of the quarters was drawn. There was no draw. Now let's check here. Yes, this is a perfect example. The fourth quarter had a draw, which is 18-18. So that is how you will know if there was a draw or not. So now if that you went for the over 0.5, you win this game because the fourth quarter had a draw. And if you go for the under 0.5, you will lose because there was a draw. So now let's check another one. You see that there was no draw here. Now guys, why am I sharing this option? I'm sharing this option so that you can make profits for yourself. Now no, there was no draw here at all. There was no draw. Now let me check other games. There was no draw. Like guys, this option is seriously crazy. There was no draw. There was no draw. Basketball is a game that they can hardly have draw. Like you see, they had the draw here, but this is just the first draw we are seeing in this is just the first draw we are seeing in this new matches we just opened. Just one now. Okay, yes, this is the first one. There was no draw. There was a draw here. There was a draw here because of the third quarter 2020. There was no, okay, no, there was no draw. There was no draw. So guys, this option is a very good one. Now if you are going for this option, please choose teams that you know that the possibility of a draw is very very far, like they can never have a draw. So now this option will be good if you go for matches with a weaker team and a stronger team, or you go for matches that have equal strength. Yes, because when you go for all dis type of matches, they won't just relax for one team to just they won't just relax for a quarter to have a draw. There will always be a quarter that will have more points, so a draw won't be possible. So guys, that's all I have that. I really hope that all I've explained was really okay for you guys to understand all I've been saying. If it was okay, please guys leave a comment, smash the like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. I wish you all the best and good luck.